Hey everybody, I'm Clarence Sherrill. This is my channel, Clarence Sherrill Bass. On this video, I'm going to show you modes. And not only am I going to show you modes, I'm going to have diagrams up so you can see what the patterns are like. In this video, what I really would like you to do is really get to learn the patterns. These are going to be done using the number system. If you don't know the number system, you can watch my video. There's a video on my page for the number system and the C major scale. There's also shorts with both of those separate. So the reason I'm going to use the number system is that I would like you to memorize the patterns. The reason why I want you to memorize the patterns is because no matter what key you're in, these patterns stay the same. So for modes, and if you haven't watched my mode video, which I have another video talking about what are modes, modes are, what modes are is the scale. Let's say we're in the key of C, the scale from the beginning of C all the way up here to C. And that goes in different ways too, because modes can be relative or parallel to where you are depending on how many strings your bass is. But in this video right here, we are going to go over the C major scale. Again, using numbers, just so you can understand the patterns and memorize the patterns or shapes. These diagrams are going to show you these patterns as well using the number system, so you can have a clear idea of what these patterns look like, and you can follow along as we go, or even rewind the video, rewatch and play along, or pause it so you can practice those patterns over and over and over again. All right, so C major scale is the first mode. There are 7 modes altogether. You could say 8 if you want to say you go back to the root, which would be the beginning point. But there really are, it's just 7. So I'm going to go through each one and have the diagrams up. The first one I'm going to do is going to be real time, and then I'll do it slow with the diagram. Like that. All right? So get your bass ready if you're going to play along, or if you just want to check it out. Or you could just listen if you want to. Me making weird sounds like that was weird. But anyway, C major scale. Here we go. All right, we are going to start it right here, which is C, 3rd fret down on the 2nd string from the top, which is the A string. This is also the octave down here. I go over these things on my major scale video, so watch that. Here we go. First mode, which is the major scale. I'm going to turn on my back pickup right now. I'm only on this one. I'm going to turn on the back one a little bit. Do it one more time, real time. All right. So we're going to do it slow, and I'm going to count it out using numbers. So, starting on the 1, which will be C. The 2, which will be D, will be next. Then E will be next, which will be the 3. F, which will be the 4. And then G, which would be the 5, A, which would be the 6, B, which would be the 7, C, which would be the root or the 1 again. All right, so let's do this really slow. I'm just going to use numbers, and here we go. 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the octave, which would be C, or 1. All right, so again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. All right, that's the first mode. All right, so as I said, there's a pattern to this major scale. That pattern is the same in any key. So if I go to G, and the same numbers, That's why I like you to learn the number system, because the numbers don't change no matter what key you're in. So if I'm in G, it's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Same pattern. All right, if I go to D, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Same pattern. And that's the major scale. So when we go to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, as far as those numbers for each mode in those numbers, it'll be the same no matter where you are. So my 1 starts here, my 2 starts here. So my second mode would be right there. You know, the 3, same thing. Third mode, right there, no matter what key you're in. All right, so let's go on to the second mode, starting on the 2. All right, and again, just like your alphabet, you go diatonically, you go straight up. All right, so 3, or so I said 3. I don't know how to count anymore. My bad. So let's start again on the 2. So the 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. So now in this case, since we start on a 2, we end on a 2. All right, I'm gonna do it real time, and then I'll go slow again. All right, and I'll just play it. I'm not gonna say the numbers. I'm just gonna play it so you hear what it sounds like. And I need to cut my nails. I hate when I get that tingy sound, but to each his own. But I didn't feel like doing it when I didn't even think about it when I started this video. But anyway, that's besides the point. Let's go back to the 2 here. All right. Again, this is the second note in the key of C. And I'll have the diagram up so you can see the pattern. And again, I want you to learn the patterns. That's why we're using numbers, so you can learn the patterns / shapes of these scales. So this is the second mode, mode number 2. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. I'll go even a little bit slower. All right, starting from the 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. And that was the second mode. And again, if you need to relearn the number system or go over it and find out what it is and how it's used, you can check out my number system video, and it'll break down the number system, and you'll understand it in no time. And all this will start making sense. This will really accelerate your playing, especially when it comes to ear training. All right, next one is going to be 3, the third mode, or you could say, or the third note in the key of C, because we're still in the key of C, okay? All right, so 3. All right, the reason why I'm going straight down is so we can get the full mode, because if I played the 3 right here, it stops and we'll have to go down. We don't want to do that. We want to get used to these patterns and these shapes. So we're going to go straight down, just so we can get the full mode, all right? So again, I'm going to go on to 3, and on the diagram, you're going to see the same thing. It's broken up to where it goes down just like we are right now. So there'll be no confusion. You'll get to see the top of the neck to see how we're going down, all right? So to the 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so real time. And again. All right, now we're going to go slow, all right? Starting on the 3, which again is the third note in the C major scale. So 1, 2, 3. All right, and again, we are going all the way up so we can get the full mode. We don't have to cut it short. Because starting right here, we'll cut it short, and that's where we'd have to stop and go up. I want you to get the full scale out of this, all right? You ready? Start on the 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, and a 3. I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to do it even slower, all right? again. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. That would be the third mode. All right, now let's move on to the fourth mode, mode number 4. All righty, fourth mode in the key of C, starting on the fourth note, which would be the fourth note right there, which would be F. But we're starting on the fourth note. But down here, so we can get the full scale. All right, you ready for it? And again, you'll see the diagrams each time. The first one, you're not going to see it whenever I just go full speed. But after that, subsequently, can't speak, you will see the diagram. All right, so the fourth note and fourth mode of the key of C. And again, no matter which key we're in, these patterns that we're doing stays the same in every key, okay? Obviously, position changes as far as like, you know, if I'm in G, my 4 is right here. So it's going to be different, you know, a different placement, but the pattern is the same. Like the half step to whole step ratio, all that is the same, no matter which key you're in. And that, again, that's why we're going over in numbers. All right, so anyway, back to 4. All right, so 4 right here, real time. All right, one more time. All right, now we're gonna go slow and you'll see the diagram. All right, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is the octave. All right, we're going to go slow again. All right, starting on the 4, which is the fourth note in the C major scale that we're playing right now. All right? All right, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. Octave. All right. So that is mode number 4. And we are going to go to mode number 5, which is the fifth note in the key of C. Because we are playing in the key of C. And just to clarify, we go in the key of C because there are no sharps and no flats. So when it comes to learning notes, it's a lot easier to think of and remember. And especially when you put them with patterns, you get to connect them and connect the idea of how these patterns work. But anyway, again, I just want you to learn and memorize these patterns or shapes just so, you know, you can move, you can transpose so easy. I forgot to mention that's also another reason why you want to learn numbers, because it makes transposing easy. It's not a headache. It's not even, you barely think about it. Really, you do when you get used to all these patterns. Back to what we were doing. Back to the 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, that's all right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what I'm doing in my life. 5. All right. Fifth mode. All right. So I'm gonna go full speed, and actually, I like to use this one a lot. I use this one a lot when I solo. All right. Starting on the 5, I'm gonna go fast 2 times, and then we'll go into it slow. That was an extra time, but again, I like that mode. I so many times in so many different ways. And that's also why modes are fun to learn, because it opens up your fretboard. So when you have the solo and you know that you the last note before you solo is the 5, you can start on that 5 and run it and work your way wherever you need to, and you know where to end. It really helps. It really helps. But anyway, back to the 5. All right, you ready for this? Because I sure am. All right, so that's going to be 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll go even slower. I slowed myself down. Anyway, let's go over it again, slow, and you see these diagrams and they help. All right, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll go over one more time. Another tidbit: whenever you play, make sure you're playing close to the frets. So that's where my finger is when I'm playing. All right, I use my pinky because it's smaller. But anyway, uh, yeah, as you see, play close to the frets. That's where you get your cleanest notes. You want to clean up if you're playing and you're hearing a lot of tenny sounds, or it's like you're getting a little bit of scratchiness when you play or whatnot, and it doesn't sound clean. Well, if you play close to the frets, your notes will be a lot cleaner. Anyway, back to this 5 one more time. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did that for no reason. All right. So next one is going to be the 6. And guess what's fun about the 6? So you know the 1's the major key, right? 6 or 1 is the major scale. 6 is the minor scale. Okay? So we're going to use that. That's going to be the 6. 6 right here. 6 is also right here. And it's also right here. But we're going to play it straight down. All right? So we're going to go to the 6. I'm going to play the minor scale, or the 6th mode. And I'll play it normal speed, and then I'll do it slow. All right. And as you see, I stare off in the distance, and my brain disconnects from my eyes, and my eyes just look crazy when I play sometimes. Because I am visualizing the patterns in my head. Crazy stuff, I know. But anyway, the 6th mode, which is the minor scale. I'm going to go slow. Starting on 6, it's going to be 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And if you notice, since these are all the same notes as a major scale, the patterns that happen in the major scale are the same patterns happening in these. Meaning, let's say, for instance, 1 and 2 is always going to be a whole step. 3 and 4 are always going to be half steps. 4 and 5, whole step. A 6 is also a whole step going straight up. But 6 is a whole step. Then 6 to 7, whole step. The 7 to 1, half step. That's always going to be the same. And that's how these patterns work. Again, they're all patterns. And in this way, they all connect. This is a way you could play a whole key going all the way down to the higher register where people get scared when you hit this 12th fret. In fact, some people get scared, and I got scared back in the day when I was early in my learning. I was scared to go past the 5th fret. And then when I started going past that, I was like, I don't want to go past the 12th. But when you start learning these patterns, it's easy to just go all the way down if you need to. You know, once you learn notes as well, it makes it even easier. But when you think in pattern and you can see those scales moving in your mind when you're playing, it takes the thinking out of it, really. Like, you just see this stuff being drawn out. At least I do. That's how I see it. Maybe I'm weird. but but you will get used to it and learn these patterns, and it makes playing so much easier. And it takes the fear out of playing out past the 5th or playing past the 12. I won't recommend playing past the 12 unless it's like absolutely necessary as far as soloing, but generally you don't play too much past that. But anyway, all right, 6 one more time. All right, it's gonna be 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 6. All right, that is your 6th mode, which is the minor scale. All right, so if anybody ever says, okay, we are going to be playing this song in C minor, or no, sorry. If they were like, oh, we're going to play a song in A minor, I had to do that to keep it in the key of C. So if somebody says we're playing a song in A minor, oh, I know that is a 6. All right. So if A minor is the 6, then what we could do is find out where A is. Boom. Right. Right. Oh, that's a 6. I know the 6 pattern. So if I go backwards on this 6 pattern, I know that's going to be a C. Or if you even want to make it easier, guess what you could do? If you say, somebody says this key is in A minor, okay, I can find A. I know that's 6, and I can count up, right? So I know it's 6, 7, 1. Oh, wait a minute. I could play this in C major if I wanted to. I don't have to play in A minor, you know. If I'm more comfortable playing this song in C major versus trying to play in A minor, you don't have to. And that was wrong for me, what I just did with that scale. I'm so used to playing a 5 string. So this would actually be A. That's A minor. Anyway, back to what I was going over. You got 6. We're going to go on to the 7. We're almost done. We got 2 more left, and one of them we already did. It's just further up in the scale. All right, so this is the 7 right here. Come on, going to C. All right, so back to the 7. This is the 6. We got 7 here. All right, so it's going to be 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, again, I'm going to do it really slow. All right, it's going to be 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to do one more time, but even slower, okay? All right, here we go. 7, 1, 2, 3, And again, you can always pause this video and practice these patterns on your own because these have diagrams. And these diagrams will be there for you to just go over and over and over and over and over again as much as you want. And if you have a metronome and you have this paused, you can work on your timing with playing these because honestly, playing with a metronome and playing these scales will help you get tight on how they move and help you get faster. All right, so anyway, now we're on the last mode, which is back to the root, which is the 1. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to the 1. All right, so this is a 1 right here. And that's one right here. One thing you'll notice is at the 12th fret, the 12th fret restarts everything. That's open keys or open strings. So everything from here down looks like everything from here down looks like it does up here. And you'll notice once you hit this fifth fret, things are a little bit backwards going down or shifted up until you get back to the 12th and everything's back the same again. That's also a good thing to think about whenever you're playing. Like a C up here is on a dotted fret, but a C down here on the top string is not. It is on a space or an empty one. But anyway, back to C, which is our beginning point and our end point. And we know that from playing up here, it's the major scale, so it's going to be the same pattern. All right? All right. That's a C major scale. Real time. And now, I'm going to go really slow again. But this one should be more familiar because we did that already. All right. Starting on the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. All right, we're going to go over it one more time. And again, this is the same as the 1. So if I wanted to use notes, I can go C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Because it's the same as it is up here. All right. Again, C, which is 1. D, which is 2. E, which is 3. 4, which is F. 5, which is G. 6, which is A. 7, which is B. And then 1, which is C. All right, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. C major scale. All right, so those are the modes, and this is the modes going all the way up. And if I mess up, I'm just going to cut it out. We'll see how editing goes with this. Maybe I'll leave all the goofs in. I like to, be real. And even my mistakes, let them be real, because we all make them. So sometimes I just like to leave them in, just so you know, nobody's perfect. Anyway. All right, I'm going to play all the modes all the way up to C. All right? Yeah, see how that works? Go all the way from the top, all the way down. Now let's see if I can do it faster. think a second. But I do that a lot though. I mean, I practice these scales all the time, so I don't have to like really pay attention. I even messed up right there, but I practice them often, and I can't really play and sing at the same time, or play and talk at the same time. So that's why I'm making mistakes there. But I do practice these often, just so I can be able to move around. And I like to switch them up too. And I do that because I feel like if I can switch up the scales while I'm playing them, if I were to make a mistake, I know exactly where I need to go after that. So I always mess around and muck around scales and everything just to get used to awkward positions. And so I'm able to get out of them if I'm in them. All right. Anyway, that is modes on the bass. Modes 1 to 7. Excuse me. And again, you'll see the diagrams, and as I said, you could pause as we play along. If I can save them so you can download them, if I can figure that out, I'll have them there for you to be able to download. If you want to see more videos like this, just let me know. Like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell just in case you want to keep in track with my videos and my progress. This is gig season for me right now, so videos may be slow on the teaching side, but you'll probably see highlights of upcoming shows, and I like to do those kind of videos. You'll see those on my page already. This is my second full gigging year. Starting last year, we had over 30 shows, so that was kind of cool. And I play in church every Sunday. I've been doing that for the past 10 or so, about probably 12 years actually. So if you have any questions or anything like that, let me know. If you like this video, leave comments. Let me know what you'd like to see more of. Let me know if you want to see more about gear, which I probably will be posting soon, especially about gigging. I gig with some very experienced people, so I learned a lot quick, which was cool. I've gigged before, but when you gig this often, there's things to learn. So I'll be going over that too soon. But I hope to see you back, and I hope to see you leave some messages, some comments. Let me know what you think and how you feel, or what you would like to see, or what you feel I can do better. That's always there too. But I hope to see you soon, and keep on watching and keep on playing the bass. Anyway, see you next time. That laugh was stupid.